Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Teddy, and in this video, we're gonna be looking at 9 fresh and clean fragrances for men. These are gonna be designer fragrances only, just to kind of keep our list a bit more lean. So Courtney has 4, I have 5. Really what we're going for here is more of that fragrance, that kind of that fresh out of the shower type of feel. Something that's going to smell like clean, it's gonna be refreshing, maybe kind of invigorating. You want that type of approach here. Yep. And it's going to also, I think, in tandem with that, be incredibly easy to wear, not gonna be offensive to almost anybody out there. So that's what we're going for, just for the definition. All right, everybody, before we jump in here, we have a very exciting announcement. So we just launched a new segment of our website where we have fragrances for sale, but not just any fragrances, some amazing fragrances that we're very just proud of, we love. These were hand curated by us, fragrances that we wear, but also fragrances that I think we're also in alignment with what I think many of you guys would like as well.
Yeah, these are world-class brands that we're working with. We are so excited. We have brands like Amouage, Floris, Xerjoff, and several other incredible brands that we know that you guys will love, that we love too.
Check them out in the description down below. We'll have a link to the site where you can just shop around, look at more things. And also for your first order, definitely use promo code FIRSTORDER at checkout so you can get a discount off your first purchase. Any purchase helps the channel, helps us bring more content to you, and really would appreciate that as well. But guys, let's get back to the video. I will begin because I have 5, just so we have a nice clean flow here. Yep. Start us off, Dior Homme Cologne. So this fragrance, very simple in terms of its approach. You have bergamot, grapefruit, musk, really just citruses off the top, and then that musky dry down. This also, what I like about it isn't so overwhelming with the musk. You don't have like this damp type of feeling to it where it's almost kind of smells soggy. Don't really have that here. Great for a summer day, great pick-me-up, kind of a splash in the face, refreshing. It is a quicker kind of evaporation. This is an eau de cologne concentration, so not gonna be the longest lasting fragrance. This is the newer bottle here, so this is 2022 bottle. Very easy to wear, nice, light, but also very refreshing and also clean in terms of its approach.
All right, my turn. Burberry Touch. This is one of the most safe, versatile scents I think I've ever smelled. It has that woody base, but it's refreshing just like everything else on this list. So notes for this one, we have violet leaf, musk, white pepper, tonka bean, cedar, nutmeg, and vetiver. So a common occurrence you'll see on this list are notes like violet leaf or iris, and those tend to give off a very like fresh and clean, invigorating type of feel. So that's definitely what you get with this one.
Yeah, they do it really well with that note in this one.
Yeah. But again, as safe and mass appealing as they come.
And affordable, which is also good.
Always good.
All right, so next up here we have Lalique White, and we tried this one for the first time actually this year. We wanted to do like an unboxing kind of, first reaction to some kind of more attainable fragrances, and this was one in that lineup that left an impression on us. I really like this one. If I could find a fragrance that could be defined as like a zesty fragrance, this is probably one of the ones that springs to mind really quickly. It has like a spicy citrus, very refreshing, woody in its dry down. Some of the notes here, you have lemon leaf, white pepper, bergamot, tamarind, cedar, nutmeg, cardamom, and musk. It's that combination of kind of spicy and citrus. I think it's great for the summertime, refreshing, and it's again kind of like that splash in the face. They almost have that kind of cologne type of effect, aftershave type of effect. I actually was wearing this a little bit here and there throughout the summer. I was kind of impressed with this one. Lalique usually nails it when it comes to this more attainable level of fragrance and still doing it with a solid quality standard. Next up, Courtney.
Next up, we have Zegna Acqua di Bergamotto. So this is a citrus aquatic Italian perfumery, kind of like Acqua di Parma a little bit, it reminds me of.
Sure.
That Mediterranean kind of intimate coastal vibe. Notes for this one are bergamot, citruses, floral notes, and sea notes. So again, that Mediterranean Italian type of vibe.
Kind of has this bergamot, salty, marine type of approach to it. I like this one. I think you're right on it when you're talking about kind of reminding me of some of those Acqua di Parma fragrances, the Blue Mediterranean line specifically, or Cologne. Nice fragrance. I think also with Zegna, typically always kind of reaching beyond what their price segment might indicate. So for my next pick here, we have Versace Pour Homme. Interesting thing about this fragrance, this is not a fragrance that I think is any news to anybody that this is out there. People know that this thing exists and gets a good amount of hype. What's interesting for me is I've gone full circle with this fragrance because I think I liked it when I initially got it. And then I like slept on it for a while and I forgot how just solid and versatile this fragrance is. we were kind of doing some comparison videos, and we were trying to, get some opinions of people, like putting this up against another just summer staples. And I remember smelling it again, and I also just seeing people's reaction to it. Like, this is crazy versatile. Like, you could wear this whenever. I think it probably is my favorite Versace, next to, you could probably say Oud Noir, the Dreamers there, but the most versatile and I think well-rounded Versace that they have, especially for the summer months. Here you have lemon, bergamot, neroli, tonka bean, musk for some of the notes here, but this is kind of that classic type of refreshing, almost, I don't mean this in a derogatory manner, but like a shower gel type of approach. Yeah. Very much typical masculine fragrance, refreshing, mass appealing, safe, great casual wear, but also could be worn in maybe more formal attire as well. I think this is one of those staples from Versace, and I would say maybe some of their best, and gives off that clean, refreshing type of approach.
All right, next one we have Prada L'Homme. And this is one that, a lot of people might think is overhyped, which I totally understand, but I think it does, when you think of refreshing, you think of soapy, you think of clean, you think of a clean guy that just got out of the shower. That's a great, safe way to smell, and this one does it really well. So notes for this one, we have iris, neroli, amber, violet, geranium, cedar, black pepper, patchouli, and cardamom. And as I mentioned earlier in the video with the violet leaf, the iris does the same thing with that soapy, clean type of feel. It's strong, iris violet, floral, but kind of a subtle pepper too. I really like this one.
This isn't I'm one of those people that probably not as crazy about this as some other people, but I will say for a list like this, absolute no-brainer. Yeah. Complete no-brainer when you're talking about refreshing, clean. This almost defines that category from a designer perspective. And Prada, they do a really nice job with their fragrances. I would say for any designer house, maybe some of the most consistency that you're gonna find.
Yep. Again, clean, safe, versatile, can't go wrong.
So this is a new Hugo Boss bottle that I tried for the first time. This is Hugo Boss Bottled Tonic. This is very similar to some of the other Boss Bottled DNA. You have apple, ginger, orange, grapefruit, cinnamon, vetiver, woods, and lemon. To me, the thing that comes off the most, what I get is you have apple, you have some citrus, but that ginger note, it does just give it some zing, and it just kind of also gives it that clean type of refreshing approach that I would look for. Easy to wear. I love the Boss Bottled DNA. One of my favorite from any designer house, and this is a really good one, honestly.
Whenever I smell ginger or think of ginger too, I always think of like a palate cleanser. When you get sushi, you think you get that little pile of ginger on the side. So when you think about refreshing or like a clean slate, ginger's, something that kind of comes to mind.
That's a really good way to put it. It just smells clean. Some of the other Boss Bottled, like just from the line, is sometimes more challenging to wear. It's more like fall, winter oriented. This is more year round. It might not have the amount of projection that you would want for some of the colder days, but I think this is really much about like that getting out of the shower type of feel.
Would be a good gym scent too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the little bottle, I just love the little bottle. I think it's so cute. Anything mini is always cute.
Yeah, honestly, that was one thing. I mean, not to get off topic here, but getting like 30 to 50 ml bottles is, I think, totally okay. And I think people need to consider that more if you're not going to go through it as much. We do that. I mean, sometimes we buy the fuller bottles just because they look better on camera. But I think, at the end of the day, don't go crazy if you don't need to. If you just want to enjoy something, just get what you need. Go for it, Courtney.
Next, we have Lacoste Blanc. We've had this in a video before, kind of with a similar vibe. It's very refreshing. Notes for this one are grapefruit, rosemary, cardamom, and ylang ylang. So right off the top, you get that strong grapefruit. It smells refreshing. It smells citrusy. Ylang ylang is something that you don't typically see in more affordable or designer fragrances, and I think that Lacoste does it really well with this one.
Yeah, and just to specify, and for those people that are questioning, people see this detailed type of texture on the bottle and think that this is the EDP. Lacoste has changed their packaging, so this is actually the EDT version. We got this earlier this year.
It says it on the bottom of the thing.
Yeah, it says EDT on the bottom with the sticker, with the batch code.
People were a little bit confused in the last video that we did with it.
And I was too when I received it, because my brother had this, growing up, and I actually always, just steal a couple sprays. So I've always liked this too. This is very safe type of fragrance that I think anybody can wear. Last one here. You have Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. I'm going to spray this on myself.
You know what? Looking at all these bottles, they all match, and it's very aesthetically pleasing to look at.
I think we have a good mix of like light blue. All the juice is going to be either light blue, clear, white bottles, white caps. Yes, we are color coordinating today. And I think it does give into the idea, fresh, clean. What do you think of white?
Yep.
This is a really nice kind of zesty fragrance. I would say a good combination of citrus and then also getting some woodsy type of backbone with some musk, bergamot, lemon, petitgrain, iris, vetiver, and musk in this one. With the notes of petitgrain and vetiver, you have kind of this herbaceous, kind of woodsy tone to it, which I really like. So you have a few things going on. I like the citrus. You have some woods in here that I think will help give it a little bit more staying power. And then with the musk and the iris, you have kind of the soapy, out of the shower type of feel that I think so many people love when they're thinking of this genre. All right, guys, that is our list looking at some fresh and clean fragrances for men in 2022. This is just 9 of the best that we think are really solid in our collection. What are some other fragrances that you would recommend, though, for other people down in the comments? I think these are good no-brainers. And what I've always noticed, too, for women is they typically like these type of scents on guys.
Yes, I like these. I tend to like sweeter fragrances, too, but a lot of women, anytime we do a reaction video, they always gravitate towards the safe, versatile, mass appealing, refreshing type of scents. So if you're trying to impress the ladies, can't go wrong with any of these, in my opinion.
Agreed. So, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Be well, and we will see you all very soon.